Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're about to unpack a timeline that is going to fundamentally change, well, literally everything. We're looking at the massive, rapid transformation heading our way between the years 2026 and 2030. In just this short 5-year window, artificial intelligence is projected to completely outgrow its current role as just some handy digital tool. We're talking about a leap to a true, omnipresent partner. Think about your daily routine right now. Seriously, picture it. In just a few years, it's going to be completely unrecognizable.
And that brings us to the core question driving our whole exploration today. If the next 5 years reshape our reality more than the last 50 combined, are we actually ready? The narrative arc we're about to trace follows this staggering acceleration. We are moving fast from basic workplace automation into an era where the lines between biology, entertainment, and society just completely blur. We're stepping into a future where robots navigate our messy, dynamic environment seamlessly, and personalized algorithms know exactly what we need before we even realize it ourselves.
So to demystify this crazy trajectory, we're going to follow a strict timeline today. We'll start with the automation awakening in 2026, hit the AGI emergence in 2027, explore quantum leaps in 2028, the autonomous shift in 2029, and finally arrive at the new human era in 2030. Let's jump right in.
Okay, kicking things off with 2026, the automation awakening. This is the year autonomous agents really start taking over office admin tasks, which skyrockets productivity, but predictably triggers layoffs and some urgent worldwide debates about universal basic income.
But, the workplace isn't the only thing transforming in 2026. Let's talk about our first massive medical leap. By this point, AI radiologists are detecting cancers and diseases months before a human doctor ever could. To put that into perspective, you can think of these AI diagnostic tools almost like hypersensitive biological sensors. Instead of just kind of glancing at an image, these systems act as sensors that instantly flag microscopic anomalies in a matter of hours. Imagine eliminating those agonizing weeks of waiting around for a callback from your doctor. It's a total game changer that gives medical professionals way more time to focus on actual, face-to-face patient care.
Also in 2026, we hit a pretty magic number for consumer tech, the $5,000 to $10,000 price range. This becomes the sweet spot for advanced home robots. Thanks to huge breakthroughs in what researchers call world models, these robots actually possess a near-human understanding of their environment. So they aren't those clunky machines awkwardly bumping into your walls anymore. This is that crucial shift from a basic tool to a trusted partner. They're vacuuming floors, unloading the dishwasher, tidying up the kids' toys, and even helping elderly family members move safely around the house. Moving right along to 2027, the AGI emergence. This is where the narrative shifts completely, and we move way beyond those basic autonomous agents.
So, in 2027, society widely agrees that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, has officially arrived. We are talking about a system that demonstrates human-level reasoning, creativity, and problem-solving across basically all disciplines. And honestly, it is thrilling, but admittedly a little unsettling, to witness a machine that can reason, ask deep questions, generate wildly creative ideas, and even crack a joke just like a person. Governments and research labs are watching this incredibly closely, and policymakers are actively debating how to define its role in our society.
So how does AGI actually trickle down into your everyday life? Well, personal AI companions completely reshape human connection. And to be clear, these aren't your standard text bots. They appear as lifelike, customized characters on your screens, conversing with real, fluid, emotional nuance. They provide deeply tailored life advice, almost acting like a friend or a mentor. On top of that, people start heavily relying on personal life sims. These systems literally simulate your likely futures, prompting you with daily micro-choices. It might say something like, "Hey, take the route through the park today for a mood boost," subtly nudging you toward optimized happiness and career success that you might have otherwise just completely missed.
Over in healthcare, 2027 brings another absolutely huge leap. Think about traditional medicine for a second. You go in for a routine checkup, you get some baseline stats, and that's kind of it. Now contrast that with the new standard, genomic health maps. Hospitals start piloting these diagnostic engines that merge your genomics, your lifestyle data, and your imaging scans to hand you a highly personalized 10-year health map. You leave the doctor not just with a clean bill of health for that day, but with incredibly precise preventative steps and dietary suggestions to bypass major diseases over the next decade.
Stepping into 2028, quantum leaps and clones.
Quantum computing enters the fray here, and hyper-realistic digital clones start taking video calls on our behalf, which definitely raises some deep questions about authenticity. Meanwhile, in the medical world, 10,000 is the magic number for 2028. That's the amount of rare diseases that quantum-enhanced AGI cracks in a single year by solving incredibly complex protein folding, conditions that previously went completely untouched are suddenly treatable. This brings sudden, tangible hope to so many families, shrinking pharmaceutical development cycles from decades down to mere months and launching new hospital trials almost daily. It's truly amazing.
But looking at this through the lens of global governance, the societal pressure is immense. If AI does the work, and we're talking everything from logistics to creative fields, how do humans actually earn a living? It's a fascinating, complex problem. This exact question forces universal basic income to become a central issue in worldwide elections. Nations are forced to neutrally experiment with entirely new social contracts, as the rapid automation of industries leaves millions seeking a redefined purpose and, of course, a livelihood.
And that brings us to 2029, the autonomous shift. This year is defined by total physical autonomy, right down to driverless taxis coordinating to completely eliminate gridlock in our megacities.
Society adapts to all this automation in some pretty fascinating ways. Governments introduce universal basic learning credits, which allows workers to continuously reskill under their own AGI mentors. For instance, a laid-off accountant might pivot straight into renewable energy management with personalized AGI guidance. In medicine, robo-surgeons equipped with AGI telepresence allow a remote village to receive complex heart surgery guided by a team thousands of miles away. And what about entertainment? Gamers form genuine emotional bonds with video game NPCs, those non-playable characters. Except now, they remember your actions, adapt, laugh, and grow alongside you with near-human intelligence.
Finally, we reach our climax in 2030, the new human era. This is the point where the lines between human biology and machine intelligence just blur entirely.
Let's trace this whole medical evolution to its absolute peak. We started with those biological sensors back in 2026, moved to genomic maps in 2027, cracked rare diseases in 2028, and now, in 2030, we have nanorobots. Think of these microscopic machines as tiny cellular repair crews. Guided by AI, they literally navigate your bloodstream, delivering drugs exactly where they're needed and repairing tissue damage from the inside out. They manage chronic illnesses right at the cellular level, entirely avoiding invasive surgery.
And as for the physical body, AI prosthetics are no longer just about restoring basic function. People who were blind can now see through bionic eyes that send visual data directly to their brains. Amputees are dancing with AI-powered limbs. But the crucial takeaway here is that these bionic enhancements actively improve upon the human baseline, offering enhanced sensory feedback, perfect balance, and dramatically increased strength.
Human creativity undergoes a remarkably similar revolution. We fully transition from human-led Hollywood to generative interactive media. Viewers no longer just sit there and passively watch films. Generative tools allow you to choose genres and character personalities in real time. As the story unfolds, your decisions shape the plot on the fly, instantly generating a photorealistic film uniquely tailored to you. One person's intense sci-fi epic is another's romantic comedy, generated right there on the spot.
So, how on earth do we manage a world that's become this incredibly complex? Well, by 2030, over 200 nations rely on planet-scale AGI simulators. These systems model massive public health outcomes, balance global jobs against climate energy goals, and provide legislative foresight that far surpasses any human committee. Governments actually use these models to predict the exact impact of a new law on every single ecosystem and person on Earth before a bill is even signed.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly profound thought to ponder today. When AGI governs our cities, heals our bodies from the inside out using cellular repair crews, and customizes our daily entertainment and reality, what will be the ultimate purpose of humanity? It is a brand new frontier, and the next 5 years will decide exactly how we navigate it. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you next time.